and welcome to our secure remote access demo by Admin by Request. So today we're going to be talking about a second product of Admin by Request. You already know us from our APM product, but today we're going to be showcasing our remote tool that we have, named Secure Remote Access. So to sign up, you simply type in your credentials here in the work email, and from here you choose what product you would like to showcase, and you choose the data storage location. And from here you simply sign on, as you know. And to really enroll the product, you have to go to the Secure Remote Access settings. Here is very important. From here you can either use the same agent that you already have. If you do not have an agent, you can simply download it here and deploy it with your deployment tool that you already have. Once deployed, you'll see the agent here on your endpoint, and on the agent you'll be able to see in the system settings here that you have Secure Remote Access enabled. I also have EPM enabled, and these products synergize well together. From here I can initiate three things. So our Secure Remote Access has a unattended access use case, it has a vendor access, and it has remote support functionality. So without further ado, let's jump into what we actually are able to do. So from here we can initiate a support session. From the support session here, we can then go into the endpoint. We get this little pop-up that now Andreas is ready to assist you per your request. And you simply have to push yes or no, so it's very important that this is initiated by the user. The user presses yes, and the session starts up. So from here, you are simply able to access the endpoint from your portal. So from here, you can initiate the support assist, which is a way to gain your settings in this endpoint. So you are able to start the session here, and then you can attempt to run, for example, Rufus in this endpoint here. It's important to know that everything that's done on this endpoint is fully video recorded. So you are able to audit this through video recording. So if you have some external consultant coming in, you are able to see what's actually done in our environment in that session here. But as you see, I'm allowed to run things elevated with the support session here. I'm able to block the screen, the user is able to block the screen, the user is able to finish here, and I'm able to copy things from clipboard and on-screen keyboard here. So from here I can provide the help that the user might be needing today. When I'm done with the session, I'll finish my support session, and I'll finish my remote session here. And you'll see in a second it's disabled, and on my endpoint everything is good. So we're back here. So we can also initiate the remote support. We can either the remote option, which is our unattended access. It's the one you can access through the portal here and through access.work, which is especially meant for external consultants. So to access that, we go to here, remote out to the endpoint. We'll say, I would actually like to connect to my endpoint. I'll type in the credentials of the endpoint, and then I connect to the endpoint. So you'll see that the endpoint will then be locked out. My virtual machine will shut down in a second. Yeah, you saw here that I got locked out of my virtual machine, and I am able to do actual work here. So, as again, I am now in the endpoint where I remotely access the endpoint without having a user logged into this one here. And from here I can upload files, I can work, I can do the clipboard, I can initiate certain programs, however like. And you can see this is once again fully audited through video recording. So you can also, if you would like to have admin access, you can use our agent again, and you can initiate the support assist and log in with is your service account or whatever account you're using for admin access. So this is our unattended access, where you can work in the environment that you connect to, and you can use it as a jump host to whatever you might have here. To set it up, let me first disconnect here. You have to go to the product enrollment, enroll your computers to secure remote access and unattended access. You can choose to enroll all your workspace, or you can handpick a couple computers here and then enroll them here. From here, you simply have to enable remote support, allow remote support, and once that's allowed, you are able to connect to the endpoint. And with unattended access, you can allow that, and then you are again able to log in on the endpoint. You're also able to, if you don't know the user that's on the endpoint, or if anything happens, or you need to have access to the endpoint regardless of what user might be on the endpoint, you can use our passwordless access. You simply just enable it, and you can choose that, okay, the account should be admin. Save here, and as you see, this is a local shadow account that is enabled for this poor user. For me, I now have a shadow account on that endpoint that I can log into and out and log back into again. And we simply just go to the inventory and we choose, okay, I would like to remote to the endpoint. Now I do not get my login query. I am simply just pushed into the endpoint with my shadow account here. Anything that's done on the shadow account is still in our environment, and you see the desktop here is changed a little bit. Anything I do on this endpoint is still video recorded and logged in the other log. So it's in a controlled environment, it's protected by admin by request still, and you're able to do your work that you would like to do as an admin on this endpoint here. And if you go to just the command prompt, you see the user here, group administrators. You'll also be able to see that it's officially put into the admin group. It's still, any applications that's run is still run in our environment, so it's still sandboxed by us, by CloudScan and these options that you have. So you're still quite protected in this setup here. So from here, it's simply two functions, remote support and remote access here. Then you have the third option, which is our vendor access. So you're able to access the same with the unattended access that we just did. You're able to do that with the vendor access. So you simply just make a login here and create an account for an external that can log in through this here. So it could be me, for example. You see that I have the three endpoints that we just saw here. I am able to then connect to an endpoint through this third party. Or third party is still owned by us, but through our portal here. So your external consultants do not have to log into your environment to gain access to your endpoints. So to set this up, as you saw, I'm back again, unattended access. This one also passwordless access, so full admin, and I'm able to scope these settings with subsettings. So not everyone should have a shadow account with local admin rights. Of course, you're able to scope that, as you know, from our VPN product. So, but if you're in the group with the shadow account, you can just simply use that. But you're also able to scope what users should be able to see. So for example, me, Andreas, I am able to do everything. And you can create a login here. So you can limit it to access the work, which was the third option that we just saw. Limit to access the work and product updates. And then we're able to do Microsoft 360 login for some users, and we're able to do a scope. So from here, you can scope what endpoints should be seen in the environment, and from the user logs into it. But besides that, we have showcased the secure remote access. We have not showcased the auto log, the full video recording of the sessions that we just done. So I just did a session 2 minutes ago, and from that session we are able to request a video. So we have to render the video first, but once it's rendered, you are fully able to see what happened in that environment. And anything run with elevated privileges will be seen in our EPM solution here that a couple of minutes ago I remoted to the endpoint, and I upgraded myself to a user that had elevated privileges, and I actually ran Rufus in that environment. So you see here that the app was pre-approved for that user, so he was able to run Rufus in that session there. And that's some of the synergies that you have with our EPM product and our secure remote access product. You are also able to make a jump host, as we said before. So you see here, you are able to set some security here. You can require MFA, that the poll user should log in with MFA and session expiry. And then you are allowed to do the gateways control here. So allow cloud gateway, and that's our cloud flag tunnel that we use to enable the ports here. So you can make a Docker container where you can connect to your firewalls and stuff like that the endpoint might be connected to. So that is the functionality of our product. We have the unattended access and the vendor access, which are familiar, and then we have the remote support. Yeah. That's it for the demo. You have 25 free licenses, so set it up, test it out, maybe make a jump host, maybe try to give someone access to a endpoint, maybe try a shadow account. You've got so much functionality that you could play around here that it's really can show you so much in this short span of time, but the best way to really get this under your fingers is to play around with it, because there's so much functionality with it and so many settings that you can play around with. So that's it for me. Go ahead, try it out, have fun, see you around. Thank you.